Started, I have a special prayer request. I don't know that we've ever done this on the Ignite call, but we uh, we got some news this weekend, late last night, and so I want us to take a few minutes, or no, just I want us to bow our head, and I'm gonna say a word of prayer to lift up this person and their family. Um, so if y'all don't mind, indulge me, but here we go. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we come before you today. Lord, it is said in Matthew that where two or more gather, you are here with us. And as our community gathers right here, right now, this morning, Lord, we ask that you lift up Tracy, her family, Lord, that this devastating news that was brought upon her and her family is a heavy burden, Lord. We don't know why. We don't know what your reasoning is, but we know that the time was up for her brother. And we just ask, Lord, that even though decisions are made and life choices are made, we know that you are always in control. More importantly, Lord, we ask that you wrap your arms around the family members. You give them strength, you give them encouragement, but you give them peace. As we as a community, we as a group, as a brothers and sisters, we all come together, Lord, and we ask that you just pour your blessing upon them to lift them up, strengthen them, encourage them, that they don't lose sight of the vision of the passion, but that you give them comfort and release this pain and let them move forward. For ask these things in your name. Amen. All right. I'm not going to go into detail on that, but I do greatly appreciate everybody participating on that. It means a lot. So, a couple of weeks ago, we did a segment on commitment or committed. And so I got so much feedback. I got really a lot of feedback from everybody. So I decided to make a series. Can you push? Can you? Yeah, the do the committed series one. It was the second email. Um, and what it is, it's going to be a 5-part series. It's the second email that I sent. No, that's the PowerPoint. There should have been a second one that I gave to you. Um, It's a 5-point series, and so what we're going to start with today is committed to yourself. Then we're going to go into relationships, then parenting, career, and legacy. And I want us to fully understand what committed really means. We talked about being interested versus committed. And so committed means that you're all in to achieve everything that you need to achieve, regardless of how hard it is, how big the struggle and the pains are. Being committed means that I'm all in and I fully understand the sacrifices, the challenges, and the burden that lies ahead. But I also know and I also believe that if I'm willing to put in the time, energy, and effort and stay focused, that I will achieve my results. See, interested people only want what's given to them, or when it's easy, when it's simple, when there's no resistance, everybody wants to be a part of it. Committed people say, I'm in. And I'm not going to stop until I have success. All-star athletes are committed. I talked about a wrestler. The NCAA championships were a couple weeks ago, and this Cinderella story where this guy was so committed. This freshman was so committed to winning the NCAA championships that he put an air mattress in the gym in the locker room so that he could work out all the time, nonstop. That was committed, and guess what? It paid off. He was the number 10th ranked individual out of 12 and won. He's now the number 1 ranked NCAA wrestler, freshman. See, committed people do what it takes. Interested people are only around when it's easy, when it's simple, when life is good, they're your best friends. But when life takes a downturn, you can't find them. So we're going to talk about being committed. Are you committed or are you interested? And so we've got a 5-part series that we're coming up. We're going to talk about yourself. How committed are you about becoming the absolute best version of you? And once we've mastered that, once you fully understand your identity, once you fully understand what that means, your calling, your purpose, your fulfillment, then we're going to go into relationships because that's the next step. Without a relationship, without friends, without family, without partners, you're a lone soldier and you cannot achieve success by yourself. Nobody achieves success by themselves. And once you have a solid foundation of relationships, you can now conquer the world. You become an army. And an army can dominate, an army can overpower, an army can achieve whatever they all set their mind to. And it requires a spouse, it requires employees and partnerships in your business. It requires family and friends to always be there to lift you up because not every day is going to be an easy day. And it's hard when it's by yourself. So you want that community that's always there to lift you up. And so you have to establish profound relationships. Profound. And I'm talking about committed relationships, that they're there no matter what, good, bad, or indifferent. When Angie and I had built our first company and we were doing well, we had the yacht, we had all the fancy cars, the big house, and was running and gunning. You'd be amazed how many friends we had. Oh my gosh. We had a community that was profound. Angie and I were team roping, and people were coming over. We'd get off work about 5, 6 o'clock, and I built an arena and had lights on it. And our friends were bringing their horses over, and they would bring the steers up, and they would warm the horses up, and they'd have our horse. And by the time we got there, man, our horses were ready. We jumped on, and for the next 2 hours we roped, and life was amazing. When we lost it all, became homeless, we became friendless. That quick, that simple, that fast. That quick, that simple, that fast. Not only did we lose all our money and lose our house, we lost our yacht, we lost our friends. But see, they weren't friends. They weren't committed. They were interested. And then parenting. You have to be profound. You have to be a leader. And when I say parenting, that probably should be leadership slash parenting. Because as an individual who has a calling, you have to take that responsibility to lead others, whether it be your children, your coworkers, everybody around you. You have a fiduciary duty to be the absolute best, to instill in them to become the absolute best. And from that, your career takes off, and therefore then you build this legacy. So let's jump into it. Anybody have any questions real quick? Let's go ahead and jump to the other one. Any questions? All right. Yeah. Ooh, it's warm in here, brother. I will something else I'm so excited about. So today, it's not really April 1st, but it's the first of the month. I came to the gym. Randy was here. Angie was here. Angie part-timed it. I'm going to pick on her because she part-timed it. But we were here back in the gym. I worked out. I feel good. I'm empowered. I'm ready. Let's go. Go, go. All right, here we go. Next slide. The truth most people avoid. See, most people think that motivation and knowledge is what will achieve success. They believe that if I have motivation, if I listen to motivational speakers, if I do self-help books, if I do all this stuff, then I'm going to be inspired to have success. The problem with it is, it's kind of like religion. People have faith. They read the Bible, they go to church, they go through all the motions, but they never execute. So you can read the Bible, you can pray every morning, you can pray every night, and you better be. If you're not, shame on you. But if you don't execute that into a lifestyle, then there's nothing. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. Motivation, information without execution is frustration. Zig Ziglar says it. And so when we get motivated, when we get educated, we must now make application. We must now take it and apply it and then modify it because not everything you hear, not everything you read is going to apply to you the way it would Randy or Rochelle or Angie or Russell or Stephen because we're all built, made differently. And so there's never going to be a one shoe fits all situation. But we must continue to get educated. We must continue to be fired up. And then we must make execution or application of that into our lives that will enhance us. I'm in there working out today. I am now rehabbing my shoulder. Randy's in there pumping heavy weights. He's doing something different that applies to his regiment. I'm doing something different that applies to mine. And then you got Angie over here doing her part. See, we're all in there working out, but we're all doing it that fits our dynamics. And this is what we miss in life. We all get this motivational speaker, Tony Robbins, or John Maxwell, or many, many others, Grant Cardone, Andy Elliott, Alex Ramosi, and you can just name the hundreds of them. And we say, well, that guy helped this guy. Why can't he help me? Because it may not be in your DNA to go that direction. But if you take a little bit from all of them, Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, name them all, and you take information and inspiration and turn it into application, it then becomes you. And you start seeing the fruits of that labor. But if you don't apply it, if you don't turn it into execution, your results are going to be fruitless. Next one. Discipline is doing what you said you would do. See, so many of us, and we've seen it, we've heard it. From January to March, so January through March 15th, the gyms, the fitness centers make more money in those 60, 70 days than they make all year long. Everybody wants to get healthy. Everybody wants to get in shape. They just came out of a 4 weeks or 5 weeks or 6, 7 weeks of holidays. You got Halloween, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, you got New Year's, you got back to back to back to back of family. And we're all comparing how Johnny looks, how Susie looks, and how I compare. And by gosh, New Year resolution, we're getting back into the gym. We're going to save money. We're going to get back in the gym. We got this roadmap to change our lives. And it's great for a while. See, interested people want to change. They want success. They want to excel. They want to be great until it's hard, until it's just not comfortable, until I had a bad night, had a fight with my spouse, or I got some disturbing news, whatever. We allow ourselves to convince ourselves we can just not go forward today, but just today only, just today. It's not going to hurt if I take just one day off. The problem is one day becomes two, becomes three, becomes five, becomes 10, becomes period. That's interested people. Committed people say, I didn't sleep worth a wink last night. I tossed and turned, had a lot of things on my mind. The baby cried all night. The wife was pissed at me, or the husband, whatever. The spouse was mad. Whatever. Our mood was not there. We don't feel like it. So I'm just going to just relax today. Committed people say, I have to get up and go because I said I would. I said I would. We had a live event here how long ago was that now, Nick? 60 days ago? 60 days ago, I had torn my rotator cuff. I had just had surgery the week before, and we were putting on a live event here in Allen, Texas. And I told my team, number one, I'm wearing the sling as long as I can, but more importantly, I'm not taking any pain medication because people are coming to hear and see us. People are coming to see me. They want to hear what I have to say. And if I'm on medication, that means I'm not 100% me. And trust me, I went and got on stage and I gave it 100% of me without any influence of any way, shape, or form. That's committed. I was committed to the people that were spending their time and their money to come and have an experience. And therefore, I owed it to them. Committed people do what they say they're going to do, and they don't give excuses. We're so big on convincing ourselves that it's just this one time. But I'm in enough. Smokers are bad. I'm going to quit one more time. See, a smoker quits every day when he goes to sleep and then starts back up the next day. A smoker is a quitter. And alcoholics are quitters. Drug addiction people are quitters. They quit on themselves. And they don't understand their ability to be amazing. Are you quitting on yourself? Are you giving yourself excuses to not be the absolute most amazing person God created you to be? If you ever look on the internet, if you ever have this situation to where you think, man, why can't I do that? Why can't I be that? That's on you. That's on you. You're the only reason why you're not doing it. You're the only reason. There's nothing else in this world that can stop you from being exactly what you want to become, but you. Are you interested or are you committed? Go ahead. The real issue that we want to talk to is breaking trust within yourself. Every time you do this, you weaken your identity. Every time, if you're on a weight loss program, and Stephen said it the other probably a month ago, I can't remember, and it never even resonated with me until he said it because see, Stephen has lost 240 some pounds. He's built like a brick house and just ripped to the core. I am envious of this man because I just anyway, I'm not going to go down that road, but he said it better than I've ever heard it said. When we look in the mirror, when we jump on a scale, our mind tricks us that we're not as good as we thought we were. Our mind has been so channeled into the negativity of life, the negativity of all the noise around us, that when we look in the mirror and we jump on the scale after working hard, working out, dieting, and all this, and we go, oh my gosh, nothing's happening. See, something is happening. But our mind has gotten in the way. Our mind has gotten in the way. And therefore, we then say, well, then this isn't working. The real issue is that you're breaking trust within yourself. You have to believe in yourself so profoundly that nothing and no one can deter you from your commitment. Nothing and no one can shed doubt into who you are. Every time you do this, you weaken your identity. Each and every day. You know what? Let's do this. Let's throw the PowerPoint up and minimize me so they can read it better. Every day your life is built. There you go. Every day. And it's not built by these monumental moments. It's built by daily disciplines, daily actions. The Ignite program was 100% built on daily disciplines. I've asked you guys to eat an elephant one bite at a time. 20 minutes spiritually, 20 minutes mentally, and 20 minutes physically. Spend 1 hour every morning and watch the transformation take place. And if you're not doing that after the 6, 7, 8 months we've been doing this, shame on you. That means you're just interested in having a better life. That just means if it's handed to me, I'll take it. You know, if it's easy, if I can drive down to the convenience store and pick it off the shelf, I'll get a better life. Versus go build the convenience store, stock it yourself, and become you. It's a daily discipline. It takes years to become amazing. You've got centuries or decades. I'm sorry, you don't have centuries. You have decades to become great. I wish we had centuries. Go back in the Old Testament when they lived 7, 8, 900 years. Could you imagine what we could do with life today if we had hundreds of years to do it? With the speed of progress today,
Yeah.
God knew what he was
What you would
doing.
know
Yeah. I don't even remember what I did 25 years ago or how I existed. Daily moments and monumental breakthroughs do not create legacies. They help you see through and understand the pains of your labor and the glory of that exercise. But you can't stop. You can't let up. When you have that breakthrough is when you double down. When you have that inspiration, you double down. Small wins repeated daily become massive results. Here's what I need us to do, and I want you guys to write this down. I want you guys to give yourself an assignment for your own purpose. Instead of pondering upon what did not work today, I want you to start writing down. Somebody wants to. I want you to start writing down what did work. What were my accomplishments? What were my successes? What did I achieve today? And start memorializing those. See, we're so busy focusing on what didn't work. And you have to understand what didn't work so that you don't repeat it, but don't focus on it. Don't ponder upon it. Don't pout around about it. Move on. Figure out what didn't work, fix it, and move on. But then when you go to bed at night, take 10 minutes and just remember everything positive that happened. And the positive may be the simplicity of it all. The positive may be nothing bad happened. That's a positive, people. In today's society, that's a positive. Small wins repeated daily become massive results. Discipline, self-respect. Most people start looking at discipline as a punishment. Oh my gosh, that's so hard. What did I do wrong to deserve this punishment? It's not punishment, it's discipline. We talked about it the other day that the two most valuable, precious metals or gems in the world are gold and diamonds. And gold is refined through fire. See, when gold is pulled out of the mountains, it's got so much crap in it. And the only way to purify it, to make it worth value, is to melt it down and get rid of all the impurities. Then it becomes the most valuable, precious mineral out there. Diamonds, the hardest mineral out there, the sharpest, the most profound, is created through time and pressure. Through time and pressure creates a diamond. So the two most valuable gems in the world aren't made easily. They're refined through fire, time, and pressure. Now you can say, well, Toby, I don't want to be a diamond. Then don't be a diamond. But then don't whine about your life. Don't go around and say, man, I wish my life was better. I wish this, I wish that. No. See, the problem is you settled for what the world has told you you're only good for. And that's on you. If you don't have an amazing life, you don't have an abundance of happiness and fulfillment, that's on you. If you don't like where you're at, do something about it. And stay committed, not interested. Discipline is a self-respect in actions. It's how you prove I trust in me. By doing a daily discipline, by continuing to stay committed, you prove to you and the world, I know who I am. I believe in me. I understand my identity, and nothing and no one is going to change that. In fact, just the opposite. I'm going to prove to the world how great I am. I'm going to become something they said I couldn't do. I have this vendetta to prove them wrong. Whatever it takes to give you that fire to never stop. That's committed. That's committed. This is the problem. We talk about it all the time. We negotiate. And the easiest person to negotiate with is yourself. The easiest person to convince yourself today is just not the day. Today, I'm going to have a sweet tea. Today, I'm going to have a cookie. Today, I'm going to cheat because I'm allowed to. No, you're not. You're not. Whoever said you could have a cheat day was somebody who just couldn't stay disciplined. You can have whatever you want once you've achieved everything you wanted. But so many people say, well, I'm working on losing weight, but I've gone so long without a Coke, without this one, and so I'm going to have this one. The problem is, this one isn't just one. It's not just one cigarette. It's not just one beer. It's not one line of Coke. It's not one whatever. It's never just one. We negotiate with ourselves because we can't tell ourselves no. You don't fail because it's hard. You fail because you negotiate. I'll do it later. I'll make it up tomorrow. I'll skip just this once. And the minute you do that, because of the way we are made, that becomes the easiest thing to do all the time. See, there's a reason why people of great success are called one percenters, because they're willing to do what the 99% won't do. They're willing to do above and beyond what the 99% won't ever do. See, the 99%, they're interested in a better life. They're interested in having more. They're interested in becoming more. They're just not committed. We coach a lot of people. In the last year, we coach a lot of people. And I'm going to tell you, 99% of them are only interested in a better life. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to know how easy and how simple an amazing life can be. It's heartbreaking to know when you see the talent in somebody and the fire within their belly, It's heartbreaking to know that if they would just stay committed for 45, 60, 90 days, that's all it would take to transform their life forever. Because once you do something for 60, 45, 60, and 90 days, it becomes a habit, it becomes natural, it becomes empowering. And then therefore it's not hard, it's just now committed. But everybody seems to want to quit right before they hit success. And it breaks my heart because I want so much for everybody. I want you to see and understand and have all that you're entitled to. I have never, ever, ever been a person of government entitlement or today's culture of entitlement. But I'm telling you, the one time I will say you are entitled to an amazing life. God created you to have a fulfilled, amazing life. You are destined for greatness, but He's not going to give it to you. You got to go get it. You got to take action. You got to believe. You can't just wish and hope. You got to believe and then achieve. You fail. You don't fail because it's hard. You fail because you negotiate. And we have to stop. We have to stop. Every time that slide screwed up. Every time you negotiate with discipline, you lose. The bottom word is lose. Wow. Dadgum Canva? You can't ever count on Canva, can you? It's artistic. Is that what it See, that's how you find positive in everything. You have a nick around. Every time you negotiate, every time, I'm going to slap the table. Every time you negotiate, you lose. Understand this. Every time you settle, you lose. Every time you convince yourself, I'll just do it this one time, you've already lost. And you may say, well, I'm okay with that. I didn't realize it was going to be this tough. There's so many people that I talk with, I coach with, and all I hear from them is poor me. You know, this is just the way I was raised. And I don't disagree. I would never ever say, no, you weren't. But what I will say is, then stop. You may have been raised this way. You have the ability to break the chain. My dad was a jerk. The only way he knew how to communicate was with his fist. I hated him from the moment I was 10 till the moment I was 18 and I left. I could not stand the way he was a father. Now, he was my father, and I worshiped the ground he walked on, but I hated the way he was a father. And I vowed that when I became a father, I would do everything in my power to make sure my children knew I loved them above and beyond all measures. See, I never, even when my dad was on his deathbed and I sat there for 8 days waiting for him to wake up so I could apologize, so I could tell him I was sorry, that I'm the one that screwed up. For 8 days, I begged for 5 more minutes with my dad. Not for him to tell me how great I was, but for me to apologize for being a bad son. And he never woke up and I never got that chance. But at that moment in time, I said, no matter what, I will be the absolute most amazing father my kids could ever know. And I knew that they would be comparing me to their friends' parents and fathers. And so I knew where the standards were. And I made sure that not only did my kids think I was amazing, but all their friends thought I was amazing. I was everybody's best friend. People came to our house on Fridays and Saturday nights because we were the cool people. Not that we party. We never allowed alcohol. We never allowed you to leave and come back. We had strict rules, but because we had so much fun and so were empowering, and I was in the middle of it all. Shoot, I had high school kids. We put boxing gloves on, and I let them pound the crap out of me. So they thought. We had a wiffle ball field. We had a sand volleyball court. We had a 20-acre pond that the kids fished and duck hunted on. We were cool. My kids got mad because their friends wanted to come over and hang out with me, not them. But see, that was part of my desire to be the best dad ever. Not this deadbeat dad. There was a loser, never around, never cared, never spent time. I was committed. And I never let off the gas. Next one. So I want you to understand this. You don't need more information. You don't need another plan, and you definitely don't need any more motivation. Trust me, you'll get enough motivation on Monday morning to last you all week. You don't need to go anywhere else, ladies and gentlemen. But what you need is a higher standard of you. You need a higher standard of your expectation on who you should be. People see the value in you. People see the profound talent you bring to this world. People are depending upon you becoming the absolute amazing, the best version of you could ever be. People need this. They want it. They desire it. Then therefore give it to them. Make sure you fully understand your calling, your purpose, and your identity. And set the standard so high that even if you fall short, you're still greater than you ever imagined. Les Brown says, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you still land amongst the stars. Set your standards so high so that no matter what, you can't fail. 3 daily non-negotiables. No matter what. Three daily non-negotiables. No matter what. You're not going to overwhelm yourself. You're going to do these 3 things every single day. Non-negotiable number 1. Next one. Mental discipline. See, everything starts and stops right here. Everything stops and starts with your mind. Whatever the mind can conceive, the body can achieve. Whatever you think, you are correct. If you tell yourself, I am amazing, I am successful, I am beautiful, I am empowering, I am a leader, you're right. If you tell yourself, I'm a loser, I don't deserve this, this is too hard, I can't do that, I don't have the talent, I don't have the resources, you're right. See, whatever you say, you're correct. So if it's that simple, if it's that easy, then start telling yourself, I am a millionaire. I'm the best spouse ever. I'm the best parent ever. I'm the best leader ever. I am this, I am that. Don't say I want. Don't say someday. Say I am. Believe it to be right here, right now, in the presence. I am amazing. I am inspiring. God has chosen me for a destiny and a purpose, and I will achieve it. If you say that, you change your mind, that changes your activity, that changes your results. Control your mind first. One of the most frustrating things is when I see people buried in their phones on social media. Now, there's a difference to being on social media and when you're promoting and we're posting stuff. I get on it and I share, and I comment. And if anybody likes, shares, or comments to our post, I respond to them. I'll spend an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at the most a day executing that. But for people just to get on it because to fill their mind, because their mind is racing, and this is just a calming, it's BS. It's an escape. It's an escape. Quit kidding yourself. You're getting into social media and surfing the web to escape the reality that's in front of you. If you do that the first 30 minutes to an hour every day, you're just prolonging your mind. And you're also not focusing on how great the day will be. You're not executing a discipline that's going to enhance and build and grow your day. There's nothing on social media that you're surfing through first thing in the morning that's ever going to help you execute that day. Ever. Set 3 top priorities for that day and then decide your focus. Get off the internet first thing in the morning. Get off. Number 2, physical discipline. You got to get out there. You've got to exercise. You have to do this, ladies and gentlemen. Today's society, today's demand creates more stress than anything in the world I've ever seen. All the studies are showing that today's societies, the pressure on our teens, the pressure on our young adults, all these expectations that the world's thrown on them creates this immense stress boundary. And stress kills. Stress kills. Understand how powerful stress is. And here's the deal, it's a silent killer. Stress builds stuff inside your body that you don't even know is happening until it's too late. And here's the problem, the minute you cross over, you can't back that bus up. The minute the stress compounds so profoundly that you've crossed over to an illness that you can't back up, whether it be cancer, stroke, heart attack, the minute that happens, you can't say, oh, shoot, I guess I better start preparing. It's too late. Exercise minimizes that risk. Get healthy. Get happy. It's a non-negotiable. Even if you just walk every day, walk with purpose. When you do something from today moving forward, when you do something, do it with conviction, do it with purpose, do it with a result in mind. Don't just go through the freaking motions. People go to the gym, they jump on a bicycle or a treadmill or what have you. They spend 30, 45 minutes, an hour, maybe even an hour and a half, and they do absolutely nothing. They do absolutely nothing. Toby, I'd go to the gym every day. Yeah, but did you go with conviction or did you go just to say you went? People go to church every Sunday just to say, I was here. You see me? I'm here. I'm holy. I'm spiritual. I'm religious. No, you're not. You're a fraud. You're a fraud. Whatever you do in life, do it with conviction and purpose. I don't care what it is, but do it and mean it. It's non-negotiable. Your physical body, you're a temple of God, and you must understand that. You must resonate with that. Because if you abuse it, just like the young man who passed away this weekend, abused it and lost it. He can't back that bus up. It's over. It's forever. He's gone forever. He can't say crap. It's too late now. Had a very, very good friend that I've known for 30 years, used to work for me, died 2 months ago of a stroke. You can't back that bus up, ladies and gentlemen. It's too late. Be proactive, not reactive. There's got to be something in this world that means more to you than lack of health. There's got to be something in this world that means so much to you that you're willing to exercise and diet and be as healthy as you possibly can. If there's not, then find it, or you're going to lose everything. Well, it's just the way I am, Toby. I got a thyroid problem. I got this problem. No, you don't. You have a mental problem. You think you have a thyroid problem because some dumb doctor told you that. Fix it. There's nothing in your body you can't heal. I don't care what the doctors say. I've seen study after study, testimony after testimony of people where the doctor said there is no cure. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They cured themselves. Don't take my word for it. Go research it. Somebody tells you, a doctor, a professional, somebody tells you you can't do anything about this, prove them wrong. Lose the weight. Stop eating sugar. You should do it. For those of you who are sugar addictive, you should go do research on it. I can't even remember. There's like 12 things. Sugar in the blood is diabetes. Sugar in the teeth is cavities. It goes on and on and on. Sugar in this organ causes this. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna print it. It's gonna be on next week. So you guys get ready for it. I'm gonna tell you how bad sugar. And I was a sugar freak. Sweet tea was my heroin, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean heroin. This office will tell you if I got here without a sweet tea, they would just like stay in their office. And they would be on DoorDash ordering a sweet tea. Get that guy sweet tea. I was addicted to the crap. And then I realized I got grandkids that mean so much to me that sugar doesn't. If I have to give up the sugar, the sweet teas, to enjoy the next 50 years with them, done. Done. Without hesitation or reservation, cold turkey, done. Because that's my why. And that's sad because I got a wife, I got kids, but the grandkids said, you know what? They're young. I want to spend the next 20, 30 years the minimum. So let me change. What could, and I don't know that it ever will, but it could, there's a probability that it could be harming my body. And if there's a probability that it's harming my body, then I need to not do it. It's that simple. And then third, execution of discipline is where results are built. Find one thing that will move the needle. Something that actually moves life forward. Something that will actually say, if I do this, I improve mentally, spiritually, physically. If I do this one thing, and this is what we get this is where we mess up, ladies and gentlemen. This is where I want you to hear me. I want you to lean in real close. Listen to me. Stop trying to do it all at once. When I say go eat an elephant, you don't just try to eat the whole damn thing. You take it one bite at a time. Small wins create large victories. Small wins, daily wins, create enormous victories. Find the one thing that is the biggest fight you're facing right now. And let's take one day at a time and overcome that. And once you overcome it, you move on to the next thing. Here's a great example. So I wanted a strawberry limeade juice. I'd been out mowing, working. My wife had left me. She'd gone, spent the day at her mom's, doing some stuff. And so I didn't have lunch. So I thought, you know what? I want a strawberry limeade, my favorite. Ran to the Sonic down the road, the worst Sonic in the history of the United States. We know it. It's like 5 miles from the house, and it's the worst Sonic ever if customer service. And I ordered a large strawberry limeade. One car in front of me and about 4 or 5 cars in the deal. I sat there, I sat there, I sat there, I sat there. 22 minutes go by. I finally get to the window in front. I get the car leaves, and now I'm at the window for now a drink, a strawberry limeade. 27 minutes later, they finally come to the window. Here's your drink. I said, just out of curiosity, just out of curiosity. And I just had a very in-depth conversation with an individual for about an hour. So I wasn't in the best of moods. And so this young kid got my wrath. But I said, explain to me, sir, why I've sat here for 27 minutes for you to fix that one drink. He said, well, sir, there's all these other orders. I said, I get that. And those other orders are ordering burgers and fries, right? He goes, yeah. I said, and those have to cook, right? Yeah. Well, why don't you make my drink that takes you 3.5 seconds, give it to me and let me out of the way so that you can move on to the next order? Why don't you guys have a system in place that takes care of the small, immediate results now instead of frustrating clients like me? Now, I'm telling this to a 17-year-old kid who probably didn't have a clue, but I tell you, I felt so much better because I thought I had achieved something other than getting the stress off my back. See, but it's life. That's just normal. See, that's the problem, is we don't teach it to the kids today. Take the small wins today for the larger victories of tomorrow. Take the small challenges today and have a victory so that when the big things happen, it's immense. It's empowering. It moves the needle. So find that one small thing that you could do on a daily basis consistently to move the needle. If you can't do this, and if you cannot win these 3 things daily, you cannot build a great life. You can't. You simply can't, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not telling you to move mountains. I'm telling you to knock the anthills out of the way. I'm telling you to clear a path to success and greatness. We'll move the mountain next week. But you got to show that you're serious and that you're committed to becoming the absolute amazing you. And if you can't do these 3 daily things, these simple things, then what's your purpose? To exist? To exist? Really? I'm just going to scrape out my $20,000, $30,000 a year. I'm going to work 80 hours a week just to get by? Come on. Whoever, raise your hand if you said when you were 16, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work my ass off just to scrape by. I didn't. I've never wanted to scrape by. I want to be the person that sets the standard that everybody chases. I want to set the bar so high that everybody else chases. See, and here's what's so amazing is I was dirt poor when I started this. I came from a dairy farm. I drove from Stillwell, Oklahoma to Dallas, Texas, not knowing a single person, not having a job. I had $600 to my name in a pickup truck, and I built empires. If I can do it, What's stopping you besides you? My first career, my first job, my first business was a landscape company. I had to borrow the mower, I had to borrow the weed eater, I had to borrow the blower. I had to borrow those things to start my own business. Don't tell me, well, I don't have the money, Toby. I don't have this. You got talent. You got a brain. You got two legs. You got two arms. I literally borrowed a mower, a weed eater, and a blower and started mowing yards in 1993. And I built a landscape company that had 4 acres of a retail nursery, 3 crews, 8 men on each crew. We were doing over $200,000 a month when I met my wife. I walked away from that, got into the mortgage industry, not knowing anything, no business education, no mortgage education, no nothing, and had nothing because I sold this business to a guy, owner finance, seller finance, and he defaulted. And I built that empire with a mortgage company, a Remax franchise, a title company, appraisal company, doing over 100 million a year. And then I lost it. It went bankrupt, or not bankrupt, but went homeless. Started all over and built this one. See, don't tell me what you don't have because I've had less. One thing I always had, though, was a found belief in me to achieve everything I wanted in life. And I never, ever looked back. I'm so tired of hearing people say, well, Toby, I don't have the money. I don't have the resources. Mental discipline. Go back 4 slides if you can. Can you go backwards? We're gonna recap this real quick because Tammy lost signal. Uh you find it? Got the 3 disciplines. Okay, go back one. All right, Tammy, here you go. Mental discipline. Controlling your mind first. Remove the social media first thing in the morning. Stop waking up and getting on social media. Stop. Nobody cares that you care what they're doing. You're escaping your reality to get into somebody else's fantasy. Stop it. Now, if you're a poster, if you're posting ads and marketing and promotions, yes, reply, comment, share, and like. But stop surfing the social media just to escape what's going on in your head or prolonging the challenges you're getting ready to face. Okay? Number one. Number two, click. Physical discipline. Build your body the way God created it. Understand you are a temple of God. Understand you have a calling and a purpose. And if you're not physically healthy, you cannot have success. And then number three, execution. Taking these disciplines and applying them each and every day and finding one small thing to do, to knock out, to achieve. You know, Nick, I I, I wanted this to be a 30-minute deal, and I think I got 12 pages still to go. We're going to end it right here with questions. Anybody have any questions or comments? Open up the mics. I think I hammered it home. I don't think I left anything on the table. Make any thoughts, ideas, comments? Oh, while you guys are pondering that, we sent out a survey. How many did we get back, Randy? Randy's got his mute on
Yep.
again.
Um,
Not enough. Good
well,
enough.
we only got a lot, but it's
Oh, we
pretty even
did?
across the board.
Really? So we sent out a survey because we wanted to make sure that this timeline fits everybody's schedule, or was there a better timeline to have the Ignite call? Sunday night, Monday morning, Monday night. Those are the 3 options. Sunday night, say 5, 6 p.m., Monday morning or 8, or Monday night, maybe 5, 6 p.m. again. And how did it come across? Across the
We
board
got
even?
it's pretty dang close. I mean, we got 8 number ones, 9 number twos, and 7 number threes. And ones are to keep it as is. Twos are Sunday evenings, and threes were Monday
Monday evening.
Monday evenings.
So I guess it doesn't matter. I will just keep it then. So let me ask you this. We've got 30 people on. Of the 30 people, and this is pretty consistent with the 30 people. Obviously, this works for every one of you. Um, Anthony Russo's on here. Oh my gosh, we have a celebrity.
He's talking crap too.
Is he? Anthony Russo is on, but see, he didn't put his camera on because I would have seen his face and not his name.
I've been here the whole time. I've been here
He's a
since
scaredy
8 a.m.
cat.
flat. 8 a.m. flat.
Yeah, he's blowing up the chat.
Was he? All right. All right. 80 and
Please
flat.
question your strawberry limeade when you have a problem with sweet tea.
Oh, that was, well, lemonade's good for you. Lemonade's good for you. And the strawberries were sugar free. They were all fresh without any sugar added to them. I made them, pull them right off the deal and slice them up right then and
Yeah,
there.
you might wanted to tell Sonic that.
I did. Trust me. Trust me. Sonic got an earful. I had just had this hour-long heated call with another person. And so I had to cool off. I had to calm down. And it was the strawberry limeade was my go-to of relaxing. Anybody else?
Sounds like a lack of discipline, to be honest, if you ask me. That
Hey,
you
somebody
put
mute
you,
him. Mute him. Anthony said that. See, he's the behind the scene shit stirrer. All right. Anybody else? Abby, how are you doing, sunshine? She's on mute.
Yeah.
That's fine. She's probably fell asleep.
I'm doing okay. No, I'm driving.
Oh, you're driving.
Heading back home. Yes.
All right. Hey,
I'm
so
doing
a couple
okay.
of quick announcements. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, our webinar. If you are looking to scale your real estate business, the program that we are rolling out, the coaching, the AI, tomorrow night, you should be there or miss out because after tomorrow night, this program is going through the roof. The response, the demand that we're getting from these webinars are profound, and we are adding to these programs so many more tools and resources to scale your real estate business. Number 2, Thursday night. Is Mika on here? I don't see Mika. Thursday night, 4:30, we have our pitch a deal. If you are in real estate, want to partner with other people on your deals, you want to be a partner on your deals, you're looking for capital on your deals, you want coaching on your deals, Thursday night, 4:30, join us. We had an amazing time Thursday night. Mika, one of our new students, came in and brought us 4 deals. We analyzed, coached through those, saved her from a huge disaster. So loved it. Truly enjoyed it. So if you're looking for coaching in real estate, you're looking for coaching in your business, you're looking for guidance, direction, and scaling, Thursday nights, 4:30, join that link. Again, Mondays here, well, I guess we'll just keep it here for now.
Yeah.
We'll keep it here Monday at 8 o'clock. I think that it's good. Next week, committed relationships. If you thought my session today was fire, wait till we start talking about relationships. Wait till we start talking about relationships because nothing happens. I'm telling you, I don't care who you think you are. Nothing happens until you have profound relationships. And I'm not talking just your spouse. I'm talking about your team, your network. Everything about you is based upon the people that hang around with you. So relationships is going to be just as profound. And then we go into parenting, or I'm going to change that to parenting leadership. Any other questions or comments? It's 9:07. We got anything in the chat? that I missed? All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will talk to you either tomorrow night, Thursday night, or next Monday, but I will see you all then. Have a great, great week.